Thank you so much, Alex, and I think that is an excellent point to finish on. The fact that Evil Geniuses have been building up throughout this tournament.
Yes.
They've survived the trials and tribulations, and Hank, I mean, they only seem to be getting stronger the deeper we go.
Absolutely true. Their performance yesterday was scary against Renegades. We said it was tournament-winning form, and now it's time to prove it. We're off to the races here. First headshot have been exchanged. It'll be Crim down to 28 as a fnatic will start on the CT side here of Mirage. Familiar territory for both teams. Bit of aggression here from Golden, who's probing towards the B apartments here, but Tarek ready and waiting. An awkward angle to fend off, and he'll nail the first headshot there. They can put the brakes on, and actually fully committed, seems, towards the B side, but JW in position. He'll let them jump past first. No one's going to check this now, Sembler.
Oh, this is brilliant. And the rotation's already come through here from fnatic as well. This is JW now. He can completely ruin Evil Geniuses. Looking for the shots. Wants to get them guaranteed. Doesn't deny the plants, but he's still eviscerating. This is still just him alone now. Waited just a little bit too long, perhaps. 2 players remain here for Evil Geniuses. One tap, though, from JW. Could get the quarter as well. Looking for it. Quick spot there from Ethan. No, not Ethan. Breezy. And now Breezy backing off. The kit has been recovered, though, from JW, so this is big. Just needs to tap. Waiting to see. And if there is going to be the fake. And he's just going to stick it. JW with the clutch.
That's so massive. It's unbelievable. He couldn't have played that any better. Sean said he was the player to watch coming into this one, and there it is. He lets them all run past. He allows them to plant. He gets 3 kills. It's down to a 2 versus 1. Recovers the kit. He knows he's got full control of the situation. Baits it out, and the Glock at range. Unless it found the quick headshot there, he had a chance at 2 seconds left on that defuse to pull things off. That is absolutely colossal from him.
It was an ace as well,
It
Henry.
was an ace
that
as well.
That is mind-blowing. What a start from JW.
He lets them all run past. He sacrifices a couple of his teammates. Like I said, the bomb goes down, but it's all part of the plan. It enables him to get into a position where he can actually bring that round back, and it's an absolute gut punch there to EG, and it's going to be a timeout already. Looks like...
Is it a tech? Or I think it might have been a tech.
Have a look.
Because it was a pause that was called for. Usually when it's a tactical timeout, it's the coach that calls it, and we don't see the players typing. But this was, I mean, it was Stanislaw calling for a pause. Curious to see, but what a round to kick things off. And a bit of focus. You and I, we've been talking about JW a lot this tournament. We've been casting some fnatic matches, and it really does feel like he is the linchpin for this team.
Yes.
Brolan, seems like you can count on him reliably. Flusha, same thing. Golden also. JW is either he's really cold or he's really hot.
Exactly, yeah. Yesterday, it looked like he wasn't really turning up at all. He was actually having a bit of a struggle, and fnatic do rely on him tremendously. He's an emotional player. If he does get a good start like that, though, an ace in the pistol doesn't get much better than that, to be honest. He'll be feeling himself. He'll feel like he can get away with certain audacious plays, pushing up toward Palace, top and middle. We want to see some aggression from fnatic. Remember, he said that's what they're known for, and we didn't see it much in the games they've been losing. So hopefully they can really step up, show us what they're made of as we get into round number 2, though. Remember, the bomb got planted, and the analyst spoke about it before this game. It is the Krieg meta, and with the bomb down and T-pistol, even if you lose the round, you're going to be getting the Kriegs out. You can potentially get 3 in total. A lot of teams opt for 2 and get a bit more utility and some Deagle armors instead. And this will be a technical pause as they just work out their next plan. It's not much in terms of communication here at this point, but you're able to think about things, I suppose, and work out what you'll be doing going forward. EG will almost certainly be buying, and it's a dangerous one to fend off. No purchases have been made just yet. Everyone just sitting back and waiting.
You see the sign language there? I'm just waiting for the teams now to start coming up with that. Oh,
yeah,
we can't talk, can we? But Gold is just going to be like 3, 2, 1. Like that. You know, just
nothing you can do about that.
You can't see it on camera, but I'm making like complex hand signals here, right?
Exactly.
And you can keep that hidden behind the monitor. Nobody could see it. Nobody could see it.
Yeah, I think there's a whole layer to be investigated there. Well, fnatic didn't look like they had that round at all, but they steal it away. And in true fnatic style, it's a JW ace clutch. Really sets the tone for the game. Evil Geniuses yesterday, their aim was scary, but they can be shut down. If you get inside their heads, we know they shout a lot. They like to get under the skin of their opposition. But same thing can happen to them. We know that they can be an emotional team as well. We'll see whether this will affect them going forward. Technical pause is certainly not helping. It looks to be on their side. The admins are running their PCs. Tarek's got the headphones off. So I would assume that he's just got a sound issue, something along those lines, as we patiently wait for this exciting matchup to go forward. But this is the upper bracket final, essentially a semi-final. Whoever wins this goes in towards the grand final.
Indeed.
And they'll be playing, the loser will go down to play against, I think it's either Furia or Renegades, and then the winner of that will meet the winner of this one in the final.
That
so
should be our next match today, Henry.
it should be, absolutely, Furia Renegades.
We haven't got to cast Furia, you and I.
We haven't. I haven't actually cast them for a while. They were red hot at the start of the year when they were the first team to really understand that the Krieg was overpowered, and they ran away with that. I think now they've had time to formulate their approach, and now it's not so much they're a bit of a bogey team. They've actually managed to get a well-rounded approach. This is the first tournament they've looked promising in about 3 or 4 months. They've had a lot of last place finishes and haven't really seen them outside group stages for a while, but they're a passionate, skilled team. Excited to see what they can do against Renegades later. But it looks like we're ready to get back into the action. As we mentioned, the buys will be coming through. Orb for JW. That's a nice feeling. You get an ace in the pistol, Orb second round. That's one way to shut down the Kriegs.
So big. And yeah, the Kriegs are going to come through. It will be the force buy here from Evil Geniuses. Get the bomb plant, get a whole bunch of kills. Means you got some Skrill to work with here. But JW, are they going to expect the firepower of the AWP in play here second round? That's massive for JW. And he's looking to punish. Spotting towards top mid. Bomb is going to make its way up. Stan not going to show himself until it's cleared out, or at least his teammates can get in there and have a little bit of an impact themselves. JW is trusting himself right now. I like this from the Oppers. Trusting when they hold their angles and not necessarily backing off if they don't spot somebody immediately.
Yeah, well, he's got a huge advantage here. He knows there's no chance of a sniper being on the other side. I mean, you get an extra $300 as well for defusing that bomb, so it's all looking great for him. Lots of cash flowing and AWP's out. It's always the most difficult round, really, on the CT side. Having to fend off these Kriegs and Galils. Will be Crim to open things up, though. Stanislaw will be dropped, but Breezy answers back in due course. Could be at the 1 minute mark here, as an AWP shot does connect. That gives it up, but Ethan, so deadly with that particular rifle, will be making their way towards the A side now. Ethan down to just 5 points of health, but they have the man advantage.
Nice prediction from Brolan. Whips around, picks up another, runs out of bullets, and Cirque is able to drop him 2 on 2. And now a 2 on 1. JW needs to clutch it again.
We can see him.
He's looking for it.
Oh, we saw the ankle.
Can't quite get the full wall bang off, sadly for him. And now, what's he going to be doing? Looks like he wants to leave it behind. He knows these guys are a little tagged up. If he can pick up a gun to work with here, that would be big. I don't think anybody died on the site, though, so he's got his work cut out ahead of him here. Didn't want to fully leave the AWP out of the picture, but this is going to be so tough here for JW. An impossible clutch, harder than the one before. He needs to get a kill immediately here, trying to bait them out. There it is, looking for the headshot on Cirque. Not going to find it. Evil Geniuses looking like they're going to get this on lock. Can he get out of here and save his AWP? That's going to be the question. He's only got 6 health. He has to run fast. And already they're looking to cut him off. Cirque trying to make sure he can't get out of spawn. Does JW survive this? No, he does not. AWP lost already, and there is Stan already hooting.
Even with an AWP, 2 M4s, the SMGs, is still not enough, Samwa, to take down the power of the Krieg. How will it ever be stopped?
Greed is not good, Henry.
Well, there you go.
In this case, look, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Crims, he gets 1 on Stan. He could just back off, play it safe, but he chooses to go for a repeak, and that gives Evil Geniuses an opening that they wouldn't have had otherwise. They turn it into a 4-on-4 instead of Fnatic having a man advantage with the superior gear. And so just those kinds of mistakes right there, that's what'll cost you rounds. That'll come back to haunt you, and Fnatic are finding that out firsthand here, tied up 1-1.
Yeah, it took an ace clutch to get them that pistol, and now they're back to just that. CZs, P50s, Deagles, 1 MP9, and that's a Brolan. He managed to do some good work before. Remember, he gets extra cash. He got 2 kills with the MP9 before. That's an extra $1,200 on top of his teammates. So he gets a bit more cash. They are fully invested here. Up against the 5 rifles now, EG. So good at dissecting this mid-area. Any headshots that are available, 9 times out of 10, they're going to find it. JW, though, times it well, the PT50. Nice shot. Very well played.
Catch Stan looking the wrong way. Stan unaware that the smoke was clearing. So Fnatic with the man advantage. Still, Evil Geniuses, this has really been the name of the game here on Mirage, at least this tournament, is just mid control from these teams. They get like 3 or 4 guys in mid on T side, and then they go through connector or they go up short, and that's really been all that it's about. JW, another headshot, takes down Cirque, 2 kills for JW. JW nearly picking up a 3rd on Breezy, and now Golden back at the site, gets to run amok. He's going to get spotted though, Ethan well aware, but Flusha, knows that Breezy is low. Man advantage for Fnatic going into the retake here. Bomb still needs to get planted, and Flusha playing this very patiently. Ethan does not feel safe enough yet.
Great shot, though. They're bringing it back. JW certainly looking like he's on it today. That's another great drive-by from Flusha. He gives them the advantage now, but Tarek up against it. Can't fend them off, though. That's another B approach from Evil Geniuses that falls apart. They did get the mid-control. They head up towards shore, but JW gets a kill from window. funnels him in towards that B side. That's where he's ready and waiting, takes another towards the window position, and at that point, that is causing damage, finding those dinks and being a nuisance with the CZs. We saw Flusha's run and gun potential there. With the CZ in hand, nice work on this low HP player towards short, and then this is where the drive-by comes in. See you, Ethan, and then it's all falling apart.
Flusha might as well have a rifle when he has a CZ.
It's so ridiculous.
He's always lethal with it. It's crazy.
This is going to be a great game.
Yeah, this is already shaping up nicely. Evil Genius is getting put on blast early on here. Some would say that Evil Geniuses are heavily favored in this match.
Yeah, I think I would have had them heavily favored going into it, to be honest. Like with Dust 2 especially up next, I've got this as 2-0, but with fnatic are playing like this, they are one of the most difficult teams to topple in the game. They have to be on. They need their stars to shine, and so far that seems to be the case. Managing to come back from that second round force by Crims. Spots the first player towards the window, but here comes a commitment towards A, and there's a gap in the smoke, so Flusha should be able to mow a few of them down here. Gets the first, that's Ethan being dropped. Broilan, we've seen him here before. FAMAS in hand this time, holding towards that palace position, looking to deny the plants more than find multiple frags.
There's long range, picks up 2. Under pressure now, Geniuses will get the plants, but it's still 5v2 right now in favor of fnatic. They're going to be able to just go ahead and crush onto this site. Breezy point blank looking for a shot. Crims waiting for him. Not going to get caught off guard. Stand long range. Tappa 2 takes Brolan as well.
He got a dink on Golden in the final shot there. Everyone's looking very crispy and sharp. I am excited for this one with the fnatic. They'll break stuff of Evil Geniuses. Even with the bomb plant, it should be an eco now. Top end P250s, maybe some Kevlar, but it should be the eco overall. fnatic now on their CT side. 3-1 up.
Hey. I like that from Cirque and Breezy.
What was that? I missed that.
You know, old traditions, they die hard, man. Got the vertical, you know, perpendicular keyboard.
I never got that.
You never tried that?
Tarek does that as well. It's just like,
Yeah.
I see that. It looks like it hurts my wrists just looking at it.
Yeah, that was Existence.
Yeah,
but Existence played with the arrow keys as well.
Yeah,
he didn't even go WASD. He had arrow keys like that, so he could hold it close. I mean,
that's so funny. I had a few players on my team that were inspired by him back in the day and started doing that.
I bet. It works. Works just fine. And then you got the num key to buy, you know, everything like that. I mean, it's interesting. It is just the throwback from LAN days when you didn't have space to sit.
Keyboard on the lap as well.
Oh, that's Quake.
That is Quake. That is.
That's Quake. Rafa, I mean, that blew my mind the first time I saw him, where he sits diagonally to the desk.
Yeah, it's so cool.
So the whole forearm is just on the desk with the mouse in front of him like that. That's crazy.
Wonder if a CS Pro will ever do that again. Either way, 5-on-4. Remember, this is the eco. No armor, no nades to speak of. Just seeing if there's any deagle opportunities. There are, but Breezy can't connect them just yet. JW, he will be taking down everyone in this path so far. Very clean one there from fnatic, but this is where the game really begins now. fnatic have the lead, but we go into the gun rounds. Cirque could afford the AWP, but opt for the Krieg instead, of course. 3 of those. Tarek usually uses the AK-47. The rest of them, though, will be dedicated to the new scoped rifle. This seems to be so on trend these days. FAMASs for fnatic. Building up a nice reservoir of cash, though. You can see they've got AKs in hand. A couple of FAMASs, but Brolan seems to be very proficient with that weapon as well. Lovely one tap from Crims, finished things off the previous round. And what is the pacing now from EG? Fast towards middle, but looks like things we know they like to try and get Stan towards that CPL room. We Tarek going up first, looking aggressive.
Very fast, very fast. Having to further the nade, and now Flusha knows that he has to give up that part of the map. A bit of a frustrating start here for fnatic. That's a lot of map control to give up early. Flusha, he may be even thinking about challenging it. But Tarek is now in ladder room, and that's going to punish Flusha if he goes for it. So Flusha electing to play it a little bit safer. I'm going to go ahead and work with Golden, who's already pushed up in B apartments. Aggressive position here from Golden. Minute 15 on the clock, though. Plenty of time for Evil Geniuses to wait out this smoke. No reason for them to commit suicide by running through it. Golden is just waiting for that, and I like it. Flusha trying to bait. Trying to set them up to run through here. Hoping that Evil Geniuses will bite, and there it is. Golden picks up the first one. Breezy not expecting somebody to be holding that close, and Golden a second kill. Does his job. Flusha catches Tarek pushing up short. The remaining 2 players for Evil Geniuses coming out of the apartments now, just going to get assassinated by Flusha. Cirque Revenge manages to take down Flusha, and he gets a second one on Crims, but he is very low, and he does not expect there to be a third player, JW, right at his back. Boom.
Very clean stuff from fnatic so far. It's their map pick. Looking very efficient on the CT side. Haven't really given much away apart from a round to the Kriegs. It will be the odds in their favor of winner of map 1, brought to you by GG.bet. The pumpkins are out. It's that time of year.
Found a picture of Trace from
live action shot. Oh, there we go. It has to be another eco here for EG, I'm afraid. Smokes will be available. An execution of sorts potentially towards A. One swing towards middle, and then use 3 on the side. Presumably one towards steps, jungle, and spawn. Get that bomb planted, see what happens after it. You can snowball these sort of rounds, but we'll see if they can even get close. Got to fend off JW's AWP, and that's going to be striking first. That's Stanislaw towards middle, and here comes the commitment. Smoke down towards Fawn, just want to get a plant out of this ideally, but Broylan, he's in a prime position to find multiple frags, which he does, a couple for him. Still a chance to get that bomb planted, but JW shutting it down. Last bullet of the CZ yields the frag, and it's just Ethan now with the Desert Eagle. Very good with this weapon, you've got to respect him, but at this stage, he shouldn't be able to do much more than 1 kill. It's a lovely one, but that's it.
Henry, what year is it? Op CZ?
I know, right? The CZ really is finding way too much damage right now.
It's just Op CZ. Oh, I've got an Op. I'll just switch over to my mini machine gun.
Insane.
Golden Diamond, though, that's a bit of a frustrating one. That gives up some money that they could have held on to in that situation, I think. So it's down to the details again.
Yeah, as we mentioned yesterday, you give EG an inch, they'll take a mile. They are so scary individually. They're going to hit their shots. You give them an opportunity, you make a slight mistake, you're not showing 100% discipline, they will punish you for it and remove money.
They are truly the team that has adapted to the Krieg meta the most. And Roland caught out in the open. Cirque, very quick. I love this change of pace here from Evil Geniuses. The slow stuff hasn't been working. Time to get in their faces. And Brazy with the second kill, opening it up. So Evil Geniuses 2-man advantage now. Tarek decides to swing wide. He's going to get caught. Brims in his usual spot on the stairs. And he's going to get flanked out by Cirque if this keeps up. Low on bullets, needs the one tap, misses the shot. So close, but this is still retakeable. HE into the back, and it's going to get dodged. All on JW now. Spots the first, looking for the second. He's going to find him. And where is the third? In mid. Does he have any idea where Breezy's playing from? He's got a smoke too. Oh, he's expecting him to be playing pit. Does he have a smoke? He can drop a smoke on the bomb and make this retake happen. We've seen it happen multiple times today.
He's convinced he's A ramp, and he would be wrong there. Unfortunately, he does have to defuse now and hope for the best. Not going to happen. Breezy is ready. It's a close 1 versus 1. JW didn't quite have enough time there.
Oh, and he gets the op.
Did he really?
Yes, he saves the op.
That's not bad because, well, to be fair, Cirque just got 3 kills in the Krieg. He was instrumental to the success there, but he is an absolute animal with the sniper rifle. That's where you want him to be, so that's a great recovery. Well noted by you. And in terms of the cash, there should be enough for JW. Orb's got 6K. I'm sure he'll bring it back out once again. But here's Cirque, as I mentioned, with that Krieg, the absolute bulldozer making his way through, managing to find 3 massive kills here. This was the most important, though. Towards spawn, takes Golden down, denies the retake, and it will be round 9 coming through. If they can win this one on the EG side, they do break the money. And the back of fnatic, they're right back into the game, but it's a difficult one with the Galil in hand. And money's weak as well. This is a huge round in the context of the first half.
Fantastic nade on the flush. That rung his bells. Now JW, fresh smoke goes down, blocks him off from the window. Large presence for Evil Geniuses mid here, sticking to the game plan, getting 4 bodies. Into mid early. Counter smoke's getting used though, so this is going to throw things a little out of whack for Evil Geniuses. Ethan, we saw how dangerous he was yesterday in the match.
Yeah, he's something quite special when he gets going, but so is JW, the one the child striking once again. He will bring it back to a 4-on-4 though, Ethan, as he makes his way up towards the Tetris boxes, vaulting across towards the steps potentially. Crims with a patient game here. Same story for JW. They're not going to give them an opportunity to peek. They know that's what they want.
Shot is there. Point blank here from JW, getting pre-fired. They spotted him in the corner, waiting for it. Golden there to help him out. And Golden, what is this meme of a game? I can't even talk about it. And Flusha kills JW.
That's so wild. He hit him twice with the burst fire and like 10 HP and it didn't work out. Okay, Cirque though can still win this, but he's low. 1 more pistol bullet will do it. He knows it, going for the quick shots, and 25 seconds remain, and I feel like he's done for here. He does know that Crims is available on the side, but not going to happen. It's an absolute brawl there. We said it was a massive round, and somehow, some way, JW painted into a corner there by Flames. He manages to avoid death long enough for Golden to rotate in through the murder hole, take 1 down with the MP9, cause the damage to the third, and at that point it all falls apart. 2-on-1, Cirque with the AWP, can't hit the shots. fnatic go up 7-2 now. Amazing scenes.
What is this meme?
15-3 for
Flusha
JW.
kills JW.
Yeah, it's just like, you know what, bro, you need to calm down. Let's just
your part.
time out.
That's unbelievable. JW is sitting at 15 kills right now as well. He is just dominated. It's the one-man show from him.
Yeah.
Multi-nades to top. Really trying to punish this eco round here, fnatic, and showing a little bit of versatility on their side as well. Interesting smoke, but I think somebody will have spotted it. Shot, follow-up attempt. Nope, Crims bails. Good discipline here from Crims. Now it's on Flusha. Eats that flash, though. Still gets a kill. JW there to help. And JW hangs around, takes an extra shot, and he gets punished. expensive round now for Fnatic versus an anti-eco that really didn't have too much of an investment behind it for Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, they pushed up towards top and middle with the flush. MP9, you can see they are feeling themselves right now. B-side essentially open for business. You can see that Golden has pushed towards the B apartments here. He's confirmed that that area is clear, but they have no information towards shore. Crimson will be quick on the rotate though, but the bomb should be planted here, no problem. Zerk starting to work that out now. Breezy will be with him. They can burrow themselves in towards that B side. They are very good with these Desert Eagles. They both have one. MP9 as well available. 100 HP on both players. Breezy the only one of armor.
Golden, it's going to be important for him to keep a lock on B apartments to help his teammates work their way through. Smoke's about to clear, and I like this from Evil Geniuses. Take the fight to him. Get aggressive. Looking for the 1 dig. There's the trade, and it's a good attempt there from Evil Geniuses. If you hit that first shot, it gets dicey for Fnatic, and so nice stabilization here. They will be able to save JW's AWP. Yep, there it is. And so Fnatic now 8 rounds on the board, 8-2 on CT side Mirage. Fantastic start for the Swedes.
Yeah, really enjoying what they're doing right now. This is the Fnatic we know and love. Evil Geniuses seem out of their depth right now. Early on in the game, though, it is considered a CT-sided map, about 60-40, I would say, in the counter-terrorist favor, but it's maybe a tactical timeout now. I think exactly that. Evil Geniuses have enough to buy. In terms of the scoreboard, the big performance for them so far, it will be Ethan, no surprise there, but Tarek and Stanislaw 2-10 for those two. Tarek has had some up and down performances, some monumental rounds in the tournament, but also some halves where he hasn't done much at all. So we want to see him step up. It's always great when all 5 of this team come online. It's quite the show. But Fnatic are putting on one right now, especially JW. That AWP, no question marks around that whatsoever. It is online, and it is looking very powerful indeed.
There it is.
This is great from Grim. Like you mentioned before, his discipline, we saw in the game yesterday on Mirage, he was in the connector. They kind of know how he plays. They were countering him, and it felt like he was out of his depth a bit too much. He was too aggressive. I feel like he's reeling it in a bit more. He gets that 1 kill, and he's making sure he gets the hell out of there. He's denying any sort of trade potential, tucking himself back in towards the bomb side. That's the way you want to see it. Take the advantage and run instead of pushing your luck.
Just a quick tech pause here. We're going to get sorted out real quick. It seems like it has been solved. We should be moving on. So, Crims, I mean, yeah, I think Crims learned really quick from his initial mistake in the first buy round where he hung around and got greedy at window. You know, you get that first kill, back off. That is fine, and changes up with JW so you get that op in play instead. I mean, there's definitely some work there. Stan sitting on 34. That's a tough number here for Stan. He's having a rough start to the match. What's his kill looking like right now? Can't be too high.
Yeah.
2-10. Tarek is at 2-10 as well. So rough one, but we're back into the thick of things here. 8-2, Fnatic on the CT side.
Gee, they've tried everything now. They've had fast-paced rounds, some defaults. We've seen executions towards A. Not too much in terms of the B approaches. We know they've got some B fakes up their sleeve. They've got some different variations of it. MP9 the flusher once again, of course. He'll be using an SMG most rounds. JW, he will opt to go towards a connector this time. Didn't quite make the jump towards shore, and that's fine for now. Extinguishes the smoke, gives him a little bit of angle to look towards the cross at the catwalk position. And that's exactly where I'll have a bit of action here. Cirque towards the top and middle. Looking to see if there's anything available at all here for the Swedish sniper.
Oof. That was the chance. Stan getting mollied, but that was the chance for JW to start strong for the round here at Fnatic. But still, it is going to be the A split coming in from Evil Geniuses. Golden has read this. He's got 4 players on the A site right now for Fnatic. And this will get really nasty for Evil Geniuses very soon. Broland holding close. If he dies, they will never expect Crims to be hanging around in that corner. That is not Crims' usual spot, and so Evil Geniuses could walk right into a trap. There is only Tarek there. Ethan coming from Palace. The other 3 going up connector, and Flusha finds 1 kill. Broland whips around, takes down Breezy. Crims, though, there it is. Tarek has no way of predicting that. What a smart play from Fnatic.
It's the bear trap.
It's
on the
so
A side.
brutal.
The Evil Geniuses rely on teams challenging in the middle. They want the duels, they want the angles, but they're not giving them anything. Just brutal crossfires there, little MP9s tucked in corners, baited in by rifles. They're not checking the A ramp, and this is going to get inside their head now.
Yeah.
EG are going to be very tentative. Their approach. They have to use a lot more grenades. They're going to have to slow things right down and work out what's going on.
That or, I mean, This is where I'd also just say ramp up the aggression and get in there fast.
Oh yeah,
Stop at the
that's
mid
the
control.
other option, of course.
Ramp
but
up the aggression, get in there fast. Don't let them set up.
when they're not hitting their shots and they've got 2 players not online, they might not be brave enough to actually make those calls right now. They feel like they're being overwhelmed in every department. I feel like they need to have a tactical timeout and work out how they're not checking these angles, how they're getting crossfired so efficiently, and why no one's really coming online in terms of post-plant situations. We haven't really had a bomb plant yet. Have we had one in the round before?
Three bomb plants total this half.
Yeah, so one in the pistol and then that 4th round. But the gun rounds haven't really been that convincing for EG just yet. fnatic looking very good indeed. They've got themselves 3 Kriegs on the CT side.
Yeah.
Roland, especially with his, he can be one of the best users of that weapon on the entire planet. So watch out for him.
No, that's definitely nightmare fuel for Evil Geniuses.
Yeah,
Last thing you want is a Krieg on the CT side.
3 of them as well. Damn.
Oh, Crim's getting boosted up. So they are getting, and I like this from fnatic as well. CT side, T side, they're just such a nuisance. But it is looking like Evil Geniuses are going to change it up. Start putting some pressure here early towards the B site. Massive nade onto Tarek, Cirque, and Ethan. But
yeah.
and is that prompting them to back off? It's looking like it.
Well, it does over 100 damage. I'm sure it dissuaded them somewhat. Good lord. That was a juicy one. A single HE towards the B apartments, and Stanislaw can't find that quick shot he's used to. Crims, though, not playing the connector this time. He'll be up in towards CPL. So connector control granted. Stanislaw not finding anything just yet, but it looks like he will be alone for now. His teammates are top of middle, and one player in the form of Tarek still in the B apartments here. Will they go towards short or join their in-game leader?
Well, initially Golden was dead on getting that many bodies towards B. That was going to be the place where Evil Geniuses wanted to go. But now Evil Geniuses are wrapping back through connector, and this is where this A site will be vulnerable. Roland needs to get value here. And this is at risk now for JW. JW needs to be aware that he's getting outflanked. Crims watching his back, and Crims dies immediately. They saw JW go to connector. Ethan, vulnerable, will get the pounce, and it's all on Broline now. They lined up. There's 1, there's 2.
Bomb down.
3v3 now, and Golden catches Stanislaw on the flank. This is a man advantage now for fnatic, just like that.
Yep, and these are the 2 players that got naded at the start as well, so about 100 HP between them. 2 versus 2, an opportunity now. Flusher jumping out from spawn, takes minimal damage. They're both in that position, allows Bro to face. They go together, that's so well done. The communication, the synergy on that peak was just sublime. So instead of actually just challenging one by one, Flusher jumps across, and of course your cross has to be fixated in that position. You're anticipating them to be together, allows Broland to swing out from spawn, and they'll challenge together there and just take him down. Another huge round where EG had all the advantages to work with there, but still no bomb being planted. It's 10-2 overall on the CT side, and Broland saves the day. It was a 5-on-3 until he arrived at the scene of the crime. We said his Krieg was good, and it turns out to be world-class in that round.
The hive mind is back, Henry.
Oh, yes.
The hive mind is back. That's some quick teamwork there.
So good.
And the B rush is coming through, and they're ready for it. Molly right there. You're going to drop right in? Hey, buddy. A bit toasty, isn't it?
That's such a good preemptive incendiary. Like, what can you do when your B rush is jumping in to the flames? Quite literally, I do not want to be part of that whatsoever. They go for a B rush. They're hoping to get an opening PT50 frag, a CZ kill, jump out, get a rifle. It's Flusher with the perfect utility utilization. Really
It's so
cool.
brutal, too.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, it's the new meaning, right? What is it? Frying pan into the fire?
Exactly.
You're doomed. You're doomed wherever you go.
You're dodging all the HEs straight into the warm embrace of the flames of the incendiary. Perfect stuff from fnatic. This is when you know things get desperate. You're just doing an A execution off the bat here. Not necessarily like a bad call or anything, but it means like you're not confident in the defaults as aggression comes in from the CT side. Could be around the give up here. It's Tarek with the first frag, down to 13. Needs to be careful of the HEs coming in his position, but that's the cue now. EG will make their play towards A.
Roland got hard flash. That was perfect. They did manage to back off, though. They disengaged in mid. Tarek will be communicating that. He survives barely with 13 HP. Now, Crims, does he have a gap to take advantage of? Not quite. Yes, he does. Denies the bomb plant.
Quite the gap.
Oh, but Ethan catches him over the top. And you got JW, and it just keeps on going. Keeps on going. EG can't catch a break. Woo! JW with the flashy plays. 2v1 now. No reason to peek. All they have to do is wait for that bomb plant. Ethan's a dead man unless he can find a kill, but Golden, so wise, just holds the angle, doesn't go looking for the kill, just waits for him to walk into the crosshairs.
Wow, okay.
Man, Stan, if you're Stanislaw right now, it's not the place you want to be. That is so tough to try and fight back here. 12-2 for fnatic on CT side Mirage.
Blink and you'll miss it. Where did this half go?
It's just, seriously, it's just been nonstop.
Yeah, and EG have thrown everything, including the kitchen sink at them, and it's just not working out for them. This time, fnatic went aggressive out towards top and middle for the first time. EG thought, okay, that's our cue to get in. We can make this, but JW, of course, jumping over, denies everything, and there it is. First frag again, Tara completely blind. Things starting to fall apart at the seams here, Semler. They'll have to commit once again, this time without the advantage, and it's going to be Crims. Oh, this is just a mess. JW continues to find the man advantage. He hasn't even got smoke down towards his position. He can afford to miss a couple of shots here. Circle will be down towards Shadow, but they know exactly where he is, and Crims is tucked in towards that A ramp. Looks like we might be done here for the half. It's 13-2. That's going to be about 5 minutes there. It's an absolute tear from fnatic as they look to be very confident in taking this first map. Can they do it cleanly? You have to find out after this break.
So, welcome back from the break, and you will be, if you're a fnatic fan, you will be happy to hear that JW is currently dropping 23 kills after 15 rounds of play, and is well on his way to dropping a 30 bomb.
Yeah, and if you're an EG fan, unfortunately for you, it's going to be Tarek and Stan with 8 between them. So it's really not looking too good for this one. It is the pick of fnatic, and we normally say it doesn't matter what the scoreline is. If it's an even matchup, and this historically usually is, they'll take their map pick, but I didn't think in this sort of convincing fashion. This has been remarkable. fnatic came to play today, and EG have barely had a chance to warm up. We're going to Dust 2 next, which could be a massive problem for them, as we'll get into a very, very important pistol. Lose this, and you are out the game.
Hank, I just realized as well, that was the CT side for fnatic. T side for fnatic is even scarier.
Yeah, that's when they actually thrive usually, right?
It's like, oh wait, hold on. It doesn't actually get easier for EG. It actually gets harder.
Yeah. It's usually that CD side is actually a bit ropey. Like, that's when they're a bit predictable sometimes, but that was anything but. That was perfect. They've obviously done their homework since yesterday and kind of adjusted things around. That was quite the resurgence as they make their way towards the connector here. They've got 2 players in position. They're actually going to sneak through the smoke. JW sat there for now. Smoke towards CT spawn as well, waiting for the Q to go. Takes vision away from Stanislaw, of course. Flashbang does go over, and the Glocks now making their way in. It's a retake setup here from the CTs, and just stand there. We'll have to let them slip by, but oh, I knew I could just feel it. Selk was going to nail that shot. Just one bullet. Beautiful stuff.
He's so good. He is so ridiculously clean with his headshots. And so now man advantage. The situation now favors Evil Geniuses. Bomb has been planted, though. JW trying to find a place to hide right now. Does not want to be taking these long-range fights with these USPs, and he does manage to sneak his way back. Now he can just wait for Evil Geniuses to come to him. Instead, he decides to peek into his death and flush it with the instant headshot. Rings Ethan's bell. And Broline is going to be the linchpin. He's got the P215 Kevlar. He could be looking for the fights. Again, more shots coming through here from Broline. Long range, tapping away! Just making it happen in the smoke, trying to bait a response. fnatic charging forward, and Tarek gets overwhelmed. Unbelievable. Again, in a key round, Broland steps up for fnatic, gets the kills necessary.
That's so insane, Semler. The fact that he's allowing flusha just to kind of duck and weave at the A ramp. Stay alive, that's all he's telling him. I've got this. The P250 rotates all the way around and, of course, finds instant damage upon arrival, takes Ethan down, finishes the low HP Cirque, and that's such a massive pistol run to pick up. I can't stress enough. 14-2 now has to be the force buy. I think it would have been regardless, but lose this. It's map points already. Who would have thought this would be the scoreline? Evil Geniuses certainly the favorite coming into this one, considering their form yesterday. We mentioned it. It was tournament-winning form. It was looking like no one would be able to touch that. No one would come close to it. But fnatic said, well, maybe we can have a go at that as well. This is pretty scary stuff.
fnatic woke up this morning and they're like, we will murk the Mercs. We are going to wreck them. Oh, never mind. Crims, though, holding the line. He's going to be under significant pressure. Runs out of bullets as well. Man advantage for Evil Geniuses. Crims, the only reason they're still competitive, fnatic, in this round, though. He got 2 kills. And flusha manages to recover the bomb. So that's solid, but now there's an AK on the field here for Evil Geniuses. JW long range, though. Does he catch him looking the wrong way? This could be big.
Oh, it might be, but he will fall back for now.
How in blazes did he get up here? They have no idea that he's here.
Hi, guys.
Get out of here!
They know where Ethan is as well.
Where did he come from?
Oh, that's so sick. Oh, he can't finish things off. Ethan is a difficult character to find, but 7 HP. flusha, the master of clutches here, looking to find map point. He still has his work cut out for him. Ethan doesn't miss too often. He's one of the few players actually hitting his shots here, but bomb planted increases the chances here, of course. For flusha, Ethan will have to move. Pressure on him now. Got a Molotov and a smoke. Still no kill, of course, making his way in. The timing not quite there for the instant kill. That is unfortunate, and it will be the Mac 10 to close things out. JW, the slippery serpent, making his way through the back, and he just finds 2 players just essentially AFK in front of him. Hi, guys. Quick couple of kills. Job done. Recovered.
Unbelievable. It's like he teleported into window. I mean, we were so focused on Crims at the beginning. I had no idea. Yeah. How in blazes did JW get back there? That's sick. 15-2 map point already for fnatic. Probably setting us up for one of the fastest maps of the tournament.
Yep, I think that's true. If they pull this off. Might be the biggest scoreline as well. I think we've had some 16-3, 16-4s. I don't think we had a 16-2. Can't confirm that, but I don't think we have. Either way, this is pretty impressive stuff. EG clutching at straws now. Have to buy again, of course. UMP's for Mass is just a formality now, I would say, until fnatic closes this one out. I don't see a world where EG can string together 13 rounds, where it starts with SMGs and FAMASs here. Well, I say FAMASs, FAMAS. Just singular.
Yeah, the firepower heavily favoring fnatic. Smoke comes down to block off connector as well. And fnatic still playing by the rules here, taking over mid. Now going to clear out connector, so this opens up access to the A site. flusha is still holding over for the flank as well towards pit, just making sure that nobody peeks in here for Evil Geniuses. And we've seen how this situation can work out in the past. Crims should have the advantage versus Ethan here in a moment. Or Ethan just takes his head off completely. Got to get that trade here if you're golden. You cannot let him get out alive. Unbelievable. Ethan survives with 12 HP. Stanislav faces also getting pummeled, but Golden's taking damage in the exchange. You need to protect this AK. And yes, Golden.
Yeah, he's got a smoke down from Brolam now.
He's trying to chuck it away. He's trying to make sure that at least, yep, good weapon management here from fnatic at least.
Yeah, good call. So, they've done damage. Still with the advantage here, I would say, fnatic, even though Golden's low. And it's a 5-on-4. They need to check this close corner. flusha doesn't make many mistakes. And, oh, Tarek. That's fantastic. And Golden needs to be quick on the swing. 2 versus 3 now. Still a slight chance fnatic can pull this one back, but the heavy lifting will have to be done by JW. Time running out. Golden, great shot. That might save the round. Bomb to be planted now. Going towards kitchen control. JW will find it, and it's going to be underpass for Stanislaw. Low HP. His teammate Breezy will have to sit back and wait towards short. They do not have a kit here as it goes to another advantage for fnatic. Looking to close things out in round 18.
Far from ideal. Far from... JW turns away at the last possible moment there. Or no, that's Golden. 1 HP on Golden. Get flanked. No, not like this, Stan. Not like this. 16-2. Hank, you hate to see it. It's always the ones that you got to hit 100%, and then it just becomes impossible for whatever reason. You can't hit a bullet. Well, that is fnatic blowing up Evil Geniuses here in the first round.
Yeah, I don't even know what you said that one. At least the coach is smiling. I certainly wouldn't be. I'd say, boys, you just have to forget about that one. Sometimes it happens. fnatic just turned up in 5th gear. They hit the ground running. The 5-man ace clutch from JW to kick off the pistol set the tone for the game. I didn't think it would lead to that sort of landslide, though. Imagine if he doesn't win that round, what kind of position we would have been in. Maybe he just took the wind out of the sails of EG way too early, and he had nothing else to do or to say. EG just fell apart.
So now we're going to get Dust 2, right? That was picked by Evil Geniuses. Their pick, but JW's fired up. flusha's fired up. Brolan.
Crims as well.
It's going to be tough, man. If JW's hitting shots with the op, Circa's going to have his work cut out for him. This is going to be so much fun. So, Dust 2 is going to be coming up after the break, guys. We're going to hear from the analysts first, and then we'll be getting back in the action.